Welcome back to another book review. Today we're looking at a catalog from Winchester Ammunition. This is the 2011 product guide. So again, this is specifically for Winchester Ammunition. You can see here on the front cover, collage of stock photography images that have been combined into one for that interesting effect. Again, we have the Winchester Ammunition and logo, the rider. If we look on the back cover, we can see a little bit on the Winchester ballistics calculator with some of their highlights there. Some little shots of the app, screenshot, website. Here we have a list of collaborations with different organizations and permissions to use their logos. And here are also statements on specifications subject to change. Contact your local dealer for retail pricing, and then a whole bunch of lists of the collaborations and specific trademarks with the other companies as well. So we go ahead and take a look on the inside. Here on the inside cover we have the contents, year in review, new packaging, new products, CENTERFIRE rifle, CENTERFIRE handgun, SHOTSHELL, rimfire, and reloading components. So you can see here the American legend continues and some introductory paragraphs. So, here we can see some kind of branding logos. So here we have World of Whitetail, Dr. Deer by North American Whitetail, Winchester Whitetail Evolution. No, that's a revolution. That R is kind of hard to see. Winchester Legends versus Country, and then Winchester Legends TV and their sponsors. So, continuation of the opening paragraphs and signature from the president at the time. Again, this is from 2011. Feel free to research current product offerings from Winchester Ammunition. So here we see here a new look for packaging in fall 2011. So if you collect older ammunition, you might have noticed the change in the layout and the logos for the packaging. Here we have an example and some highlights here to specific changes. Being able to quickly identify what load is contained, bullet type and construction, features, artistic image, and bold logos. And a little bit on the Winchester and Horse and Rider logos. And then here on the back side would be key product features, and also a little bit here on the changes to the end flaps, and then the text behind these changes as well. And then we have usage graphics. You can see the layouts there for lead-free, projectile, prairie dog, personal protection, goose, pheasant, busted clay, squirrel, quail, brown bear, deer, moose, elephant. So, yeah. So here we have a little bit on Winchester blindside. So steel component there, and hex shot. So hexahedron shaped with corners, edges, and 6 flat sides. So it's kind of like a streamlined cube. You can see a layout there from an example shot cup there. And more on blind side. Stock photography, and list of product offerings at the time. Again, 2011. Here we have PDX1 223 Defender with SCT, split core technology. So you see lots of stock photos, some cutaway illustrations on both sides, and here we got a still shot of ballistic gel and kind of an illustration overlaid on top of stock photography there. So you can see how they've patterned out their descriptions for each item. Continuing, Power Max bonded. So again, cutaways, stock photography, paragraph description, feature and offerings tables. This side is the Power Core 95/5, and that's under Super X as well. Varmint HE, high energy. So you even show their rimfire primer component right there in kind of a neon green in their illustration. We have also a little bit on their centerfire rifle, and then we get into actually more details. So the way they've changed their format here to show different product types: ACCUBOND CT. This was zigzag here. Ballistic SILVERTIP lead-free. Ballistic SILVERTIP. Super X Power Core 95/5. ETP lead-free. Super X PowerPoint. Power Max bonded, and then XP3 polymer tip there. And so are these other ones. We're going to get into a lot of tables here. So a list of cartridges, bullet WL symbol, grains BC, so ballistic coefficient, bullet type, and then velocity in feet per second, FPS, from the muzzle at 100, I'm assuming yards or meters, 200, 300, 400, 500. And then energy in foot-pounds, muzzle 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. I'm trying to look in the footnotes here if there's anything on the units used. That could have been a little helpful right now. Trajectory, short-range yards, so I'm assuming this is also yards then. 50, 100, 200, 300, 400 delineated. And then at long range, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So, yeah. Continuing on this side, the same thing. It just goes through all the different calibers. These are some of the footnotes I was trying to look at. And it just continues through all the different caliber offerings. Here we get into the centerfire handgun category. And again, they start right off with tables. So cartridge, symbol, bullet weight and grains, the type, user guide, and then velocity, feet per second, yards. They actually list this time muzzle 5 and 25. Energy in foot-pounds, also yards. Delineation muzzle 5 and 25, and then based on barrel length in inches. A little bit of those feature sets there. Continues here, as you can see at the top. Again, more of the feature sets. And continuing there as well. Here they actually break out into centerfire handgun hunting category. Now we get into the shot shell ammunition section. So they start off with AA target, AA sporting clay, WINLITE target, Super X target, Super X steel game / target. A little bit on their feature set there. Here they continue with specifically Waterfowl, their blindside steel Waterfowl loads, Drylok super steel Waterfowl loads, Super X steel Waterfowl loads, extended range high density Waterfowl loads. Continuing their feature set there. Pheasant / game, Super Pheasant double X high brass game, Super X high brass game, Super X game. For turkey, they have extended range high density turkey loads, double X turkey loads, and Super X turkey loads. And what these tables have been doing is gauge, symbol, description, length of shell in inches, velocity feet per second at 3 feet, ounce shot, standard shot sizes. They specifically go into that as well here in this little table. And actual relative size comparison. Looking back here, that's the first time they introduced that table there. A little bit more on their features there. Buckshot personal defense and training, the PDX1 Defender, Buckshot extended range, double X Magnum, Super X, WINLITE, Super X trials and blanks. Shotgun slug ballistics. So now the table's changed. We have symbol, brand, slug type, slug grains / ounce, so grains per ounce, shell length, gauge, BC, so ballistic coefficient, muzzle velocity in feet per second yards at 50, muzzle 50, 100, 125. Also the energy in foot-pounds in yards. Similar distances, trajectory, height in inches, yards. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175. They separate out to fully rifled, rifled choke tube / fully rifled, any barrel, and smooth bore. So let's see if I can get this focused there. And now we get into the rimfire ammunition section. So formatting has changed a little bit here. Here we have illustrations, calibers, kind of their logos. So we got Varmint HE high energy, Varmint LF lead free, Varmint HV high velocity, and M22. So they're tables. They'll list the cartridge, the brand, the symbol, the bullet weight and grains, the bullet type, rounds per box, and then a feature description. See that all the way down to there with some more footnotes, as always with tables. Here we have a game guide, listings for varmint, small game, target plinking, pest control, low noise / training, rifle with velocity for muzzle 100 yards, energy muzzle 100 yards, and then for handgun, mid-range trajectory, I'm assuming that abbreviation, 100 yards, barrel length in inches, muzzle velocity feet per second, muzzle energy in foot-pounds. So again, this is for rimfire ammunition, thus the different scaling there. Let's see illustrations on the different types. And then wrapping up, we got Winchester components. So they got rifle and handgun bullets, caliber, nominal bullet diameter, bullet weight, rifle bullets, bullet type, symbol, and quantity per bag. So these are the projectiles, not the actual full cartridge itself. Continuing here, with handgun bullets, similarly caliber, nominal bullet diameter, bullet weight, bullet type, symbol, quantity per bag, a listing of primers, muzzle loading primers, and then we have the rifle and handgun shell cases. So unprimed. Let's see how they list those out. For cartridge, symbol, quantity per bag, and then unprimed handgun shell cases. We have a little table on shotgun wads, separated by symbol, gauge, optimum ounce, description, shot weight. A little bit on reloading powders on contact info. So remember, this is from 2011, so feel free to research current contact info for that, as well as anything related to Winchester ammunition. So taking a look at the 2011 product guide, this has been another book review. Feel free to check out other book review media reviews on the channel. We also do unboxing videos as well as show and tell videos on vintage milsurp tools and expanded topics. And we also do a series called Curios for the Curious, videos on more artsy type objects. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.